one ticket commander match. See if we can get something going. If anybody wants to join later, feel free. We're going to host a match now and see if we actually, let's do comments. One to two ticks. Host match. And we'll sit here for a little while. I'm not limited to just my buddies, so if anybody wants to join, feel free. Ugh. Hope everybody is having a good week. This weekend is SCG Charlotte, which is modern, and Nationals. U.S. Nationals is this weekend. I know that much. I'm going to actually look it up on my phone since my computer is not super great at looking up multiple things since I am on a laptop. But we'll go with U.S. Nationals. Magic. I do not remember where it's actually at off the top of my head. I think it's Richmond. U.S. Nationals is... Oh my goodness. It's a website. This weekend... Let's go by date, not by days. That seems silly. Oh, there's a lot of them. I thought it was split up over more weekends than this. Looks like there's Minsk, Dublin, Tel Aviv, Oslo, Sao Paulo, Santiago. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Yeah, Richmond is the U.S. one. I know there's people from all over who are friends. Oh, looks like we got one in the queue. Well, two in the queue, I guess, technically. Did it set it up as 2 games per match? Oh, that's silly. Yeah, so Richmond, Virginia. I know that there's a bunch of people that have already said that they're going. Recent world champion, William Huey Jensen, has stated he's going, and he's hoping that the Peach Garden Oath of himself, Reed Duke, and Owen Turtenwald can actually be all on the U.S. team, which would be pretty neat. I know that Brad Nelson is also going, so, but I will not be. Evening. You shall con. So we know that Brad Nelson's going to Nationals. So this weekend, my plan is that Saturday is going to be a day of hanging out and probably either working on the fence that's out in front of my house. We currently have road construction going on all along the front road of my house. They're improving it. They're making bike lanes, making it wider, doing some fun stuff. And I had a fence that went up right to the sidewalk. Yeah, doing some fencing scribbles, exactly. I had a fence that went up right to the sidewalk, and they need the better stay on guard. They need the part of my lawn is actually going to be taken up by the city, by the expansion, and then they need it for uh, easement, I guess is the right word. Whatever, to put equipment and stuff on there. But I have my wild and crazy dog, so I put up a new fence that's a bit further behind, and I have to take down the old one. Are the queues typically this long? They can be. Like, if anybody wants to join in, feel free. If you've got like a 1 to 2 tick stack, even if not, like, it's probably still fine. I'm completely okay with getting crushed. I just want to hang out and have some fun. But as you can see, my name on Magic Online, SPYRIOUS, Spyrius, and you can find my game in the play lobby under Commander. Actually, it looks like I think, yeah, for some reason I had 2 games per match, so I might actually close this first and then try and just do 1 win per match, I guess. There we go. Try that again. See if that works. Been wanting to make an account for a couple of years now. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. If you want to play like limited whenever, that's what I mainly got into it for. I actually originally registered my Magic Online account like, oh geez, what was it? I know I was still in high school, so it was like 2000, 2001, 2002 maybe, whenever it came out. Looks like Squints. I actually do not have a sub button yet. I actually need to become an affiliate. You need to have 100 followers, stream for 500 minutes in a month, and what else was there? Stream at least, like, I think it's like 5 or 6, maybe 7 days in 1 month, a 1 month period. So as soon as I get to those thresholds, I'm planning on applying, and if you would like to sub, you are more than welcome to, and I would really appreciate it. As I have stated before, I am actually still on just a laptop at the moment, and I've been wanting to build a PC, so any little bit helps. Is there a monthly fee for MTGO? No, there is not. Basically, you buy in. There's like a new starter thing, I think. I don't know. I started like early on in it. So $10 startup fee. Yep. There's like a new player $10 fee. So you start off with a bunch of like basically a starter pack, like basically I think like a deck builder's toolkit nowadays. It used to be basically like a sealed deck and like some lands. But you start off with like some cards to start up with, and then you like what I'm doing today and what I did earlier when I streamed was I'm actually playing EDH, but it's all decks that are $1 or less, or like $1 to $2 really. So it's very easy to get into it if you're willing to like play budget. It's also really great if you want to just draft whenever. Like that's the main reason I started using it. The only thing holding you back from making a MTGO account is the new online thing, Arena, which is coming out in a bit. Yeah, they're going to start the betas of that next month in November. All right, cool. Looks like we got 3 people. Might start that up. So they are going to start that beta in November. And it's going to go through a closed beta period, which means that people will be able to give feedback and stuff, and they'll be changing it while people are playing with it, and there'll probably be like resets and stuff, where they'll just reset your account. But there's more than likely going to be you're just gonna get like a certain number of cards to start, and then they'll just purge it and then bring it back later, and then you'll be able to start actually paying for product when they actually start putting that in there sometime probably early next year is what I'm gonna guess. Let's just go ahead and start with 3 people. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really hoping that that they'll do there we go, that they'll do good stuff with it. So I'm pushing that off to the side a little bit. Yes, I would like to play first. Yeah, if you went to the pre-release, or if you went to the, I think we can keep this. Yeah, it's 3 lands and a signet, and we got a Ruinous Path. Yeah. Like this is the only creature we really have, but yeah, it's whatever. Never lucky with the rolls. Yeah, if you pre-released, played the pre-release online, or linked your Duels account, you can actually sign up for the priority access for the closed beta for Arena. And so there's probably going to be a lot of people in there to start off with. And they'll just grow and grow and grow as they get through that priority queue. And then once they get through the priority queue, they'll obviously just start getting other people in there. And from what they have said from the stream they did yesterday, they will actually have draft in that client. And people were like, one of the big things was, are they going to have draft like a regular draft, like 8 people sit down, open 3 packs kind of thing? And they haven't really answered that like definitively, but yesterday they said, yeah, what else is drafting? Like how else would you draft? So there's a good chance that it's going to be 3-pack, 8-person, draft a card, pass it around, that kind of thing. So that's the hope, is that there'll be full draft capability on there, which I'm excited about. Hey, Diabetes. Demetrius, if you haven't drafted and you were looking to get into it, I would suggest either playing Magic Online, which you can draft on here, but as you can see, the client is, it's okay. It could be better, or you can wait until Arena comes out, which is supposed to have draft on it. I would definitely suggest that. I'm looking forward to drafting in that, and like probably just even playing it. It'll probably get me back into like Standard. Honestly, I haven't played Standard in a while. When you create your account on MTGO, they have special new player drafts. You get about 3 drafts free before you have to pay any money. Payouts lower, but you'll at least get something for creating your account. Oh, that's cool. I was unaware of that, as I have not, like I said, I have not had a new account in a long time. And as you can tell, this is good. I think so. Yeah, we'll play that out. Okay, cool. Yeah, so like MTGO is definitely, didn't it used to have a monthly fee? I don't believe so. I don't think it ever really had a monthly fee. Played Kitchen Table for a long time, then moved and lost my player group. That stinks. Which pushed you onto MTGO. Yeah, that's definitely one of the reasons I've heard people like actually say they were going to be using Magic Online more than anything else. Yeah, when you do a draft, yeah, all of your stuff gets added to your digital collection, so you can use that stuff in like in Constructed or in Commander or Standard or whatever you want to play. There's also a couple of variants on Magic Online which are really cool. Hey Angus the chap, how's it going? There's a couple of formats on Magic Online which you can't really play in paper too much, or they're just more popular in paper. So you can play Pauper, which is all commons, and then there's also Momir Vig, or Momir Basic, I guess is what it's actually called, which is a lot of fun, where you play with Momir Vig and then a deck, the Avatar, and then a deck of like 60 cards or whatever. This is 6, right? Yeah. I think. Do we just play this out? Because that just pumps my birds. I think so. I think we'll just do that. So yeah, Momir Vig is you play with the Avatar and then a deck of 60 basic lands. And Momir Vig's thing says whenever, like, you can pay some amount of mana, and then I think it's what it is, and then discard a card from your hand, and then you randomly get a creature with that converted mana cost. We'll go. This guy has flying and extort. Yeah, we're gonna have to go after that guy because he's got flying and extort right now. Sorry, dude. Or dudette. X and discard a card, get a random token. Yeah, so it's a random creature, and so it's a lot of fun because it's completely random, and it's just one of the wackier formats you can play, because sometimes you're just going to get like really crazy stuff, and sometimes you're just not going to get anything. You're going to get like, some really crap. I know that a lot of people have talked about like, don't ever play like a turn 1 because your turn 1s are usually going to be pretty bad. Angus says, I moved to Boston about a year ago from Australia to start a PhD. Oh, congrats on that. And there's plenty of magic here. Didn't end up getting to see the World Championships live, sadly. Oh, that stinks. Try to make a paper version, just stacks of creatures organized by CMC. There is actually, I believe it's Mox Boarding House in Seattle. Somebody actually had like a binder where you could play paper Momir Basic. And so it's just like rolling a die or something, or like he had it organized with cutouts of dice, and they were just all over the place, and it was actually pretty cool. At 7 mana, you get to roll a dice to see if you get a phage. Correct. No. Lure calls it the flottery. Yes, that is very true. Lost but seeking. Nice to see you. You're gonna be joining us. So you're making cuts to your deck right now. Hoping you can get in here. Come on, land. Bondkind is okay. I could either Bondkind or I can move some things. I don't know. Fibblethip. Yes, I'm sorry. Do we want to do this? No, we don't want to do that this early, right? We'll attack into Seth, I think, for now. Probably a bad idea. Probably going to end up having a lot of pain from that. Always wanted to try him. Seth X says, I've always wanted to try him because Necromancer is my favorite D&D class. Well, that's cool. It's not going to be Brago this time. Well, thank goodness. Brago was like, even though it's you know, yep, here he goes. Even though it's oh no. Yeah, maybe I should have played the Death's Presence. Even though Brago is a bit more of competitive, he can still be nutty in even this budget version. Limduel has 0 entries in EDH rec? Oh, that's unfortunate. My vengeance will be eventual, says Seth. Do I want to try that? And I don't really have anything. We can keep this. Oh, that's a sorcery. Never mind. I thought that was, well, it would have been really good as an instant. Yeah, okay, let's just embarrassingly play out this Death's Presence. Do we have 5? No, we still only have 5. That's right. That's why we wanted the land. I guess we're just playing this. Who's my commander? My commander is Daghatar the Adamant. Daghatar. Haven't heard of 1DH before. I saw a Wedge and the guys at Commander's Brew deck techs. Is it easier to get queues online for that rather than just regular 4-player EDH? I don't know if it's necessarily better. Not worth playing this guy? Oh, Daghatar. Probably. I think I want to keep up a little bit more mana to actually use his ability if I need to. It might be better just to get in some shots with my commander damage, because we can get rid of like one of these creatures with Ruinous Path next turn, I guess. Yeah, you're right. It's probably better. But yeah, the 1DH I think is more of a paper thing, because like this is just a deck that's like, these are just decks that are like $1 to $2 really, like total, with 1DH being like any of your cards can, you know, have to be $1 or less. So that's more of a paper. Did I finish Vorosh? No, not yet. I've been looking through it. I've started to do the collection of like, here's all the cards that I think I want, and then I'm going to add a few more to that, and then I've got to start cutting stuff. There's surprisingly a lot of really good cards for that deck. I think I was able to keep like something around 20 cards from my physical version of the deck, the Tassiger deck that I have. 1.5 ticks, that's probably fine. Fibblethip. The second EDH deck you ever built, did Diabetes, did you actually build it from like one of the pre-con commanders? Because I know that there were a cycle in like the first set, like the 2011 one, or was it something that you picked up like before or after, independent of that? Oops, went right through my main phase. That was dumb. From scratch before the precons were released. Oh, that's cool. I think I just hold back then, since I was dumb and missed actually playing that. But now I can play Death's Presence. For each creature, so it costs 3 less, so it's 7, 8 right now. Yeah, we'll play the deck there, I think. It might be better. Now that I have been reminded that it's probably just better to play him. Your paper EDH deck is banned on a commander versus deck. though it was a Suarez deck. Which one are you playing? Mile Cassator? Diabetes says it was so bad because I didn't know how deck building works, so it was 6 mana Voltron-ish. No, that's understandable. My first couple of, I mean, like my first couple of like actual decks when I was playing, kitchen table, standard playing kitchen table, was they were obviously really bad. Castor says his Scarab God zombies. Oh, based on. I thought you said banned on Commander Versus. I was like, what did we ban? And I was very confused for a minute. Diabetes says, I played Shape of the Wittigo. Yeah. Yep. Oh, hey, Seth X. That's your DM Cross. DM Cross is one of our longtime fans of Commander Versus on YouTube, and we talk to him all the time on Twitter. First started in Shards and just wanted to make rotting rats. I'm guessing rotting rots work so bad. Spirit Bonds. Yeah, that's fair. I think I have that in here. Or it might be in the other. I think it's in the black-white deck. Yeah, I think that's the one he's actually playing, right? He's playing, yep, Ayli. I have no responses to your filigree familiar. You gain that to life. I was lucky enough to open up a foil filigree familiar in pre-release rather. I was very happy. Been trying to figure out where it can go. I've been looking at potentially building a black-white drain and gain deck similar to the Karlov deck that I played on Commander Versus, or I might just play the how's it pronounced? Lycia. And just build that up as a drain and gain deck and use a couple cards like that if I really need to. Uh-oh. What are we doing? No attacks. All right. Could play it in Tribal Rats or Sidisi. Yeah, that's understandable. When you're playing a pet card, it's definitely understandable. I don't know that I want to play that. I mean, I have all the mana that I need for that, but I think at this point I just want to play that. I mean, I could get rid of this. How much is that? Is 7 total? I can wait another turn. Yeah, we'll play this. Yes, I did gain 400 life in one turn, but then I should have blocked the uh-oh. Oh no. Disembowel. That's so good. Hey, Attila Fun. Yeah, I did gain 400 life, but obviously it came back and bit me. Yeah, I got no responses to that, man. Like, I spent all my mana. Just says whistles. Well, that makes me a sad face, and I can't, like, I just, what am I going to do here? I'm not going to attack with High Sentinels, obviously. Scribble says, but also it seemed like everyone was able to do something without getting mana screwed. Yeah, it's true. We actually, this last one was actually pretty good. You'll be excited for the next one, hopefully. the one that's coming out on Wednesday. It should be pretty good. I can press 8 now. Like, I've tried. Is it F8 or is it a different thing now? Because, like, I haven't played Magic Online regularly in years and years. And I try and press F8 on here and it just does nothing. Just 8 now. Okay. We'll try that. Because I got nothing for the next 2 turns. Is it 8 and 6? Because 6 is like the skip everything on... I can't remember the differences anymore, but it was F6 and F8 I remember were the 2 that were like really big. It's 8 now, but you can go into settings and change it back to the F keys if you want. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you for that, Ushikun, I guess. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Ayli, see what she does. She's gonna be pretty good. Ushikum. Okay, sorry about that. Ushikum. Obnixilis reminds me that I want to build Marin of the Morn song. Yeah, that would be a good one. That was actually one of the first EDH decks before it was Commander that I thought about building. Back when I was playing at my LGS in Michigan, we had just started like kind of playing it, and I ended up playing a Una Queen of the Fae deck. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like this at all. That's an instant. This is, do we have 70? We still only have 6. I mean, we could do this. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is only down to like 3 mana now. I don't know if it's worth casting that on 3 right now. 2, 3, and then we'd have 4 back. Yeah, it might be. Yeah, we can cast that on 3. And we'll go... Wait, no, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we do only have 6. That's my bad. That was my bad. I really want to play this Awoken. I know it's dumb, but I really do. It might just be better to get rid of it. Cast with Awaken on Obnixilis. No. Shrug. And then don't think we can... Oh, we probably could have played Primeval Protector and then done that. Probably would have been better. I am not attacking. Having so much fun talking to everyone that I'm just like, also I'm bad at Magic. Diabetes says the first few decks I ever built for EDH were Wart, which I still have, Vorosh, and then Guafa Hazid. Guafa Hazid seems pretty cool. First EDH, Fibblethip says first EDH deck was Arcanus the Omnipotent. It was awful. Aww. I'm sorry. I think most people's first decks are pretty bad. I played my Una deck like maybe a couple of times and then dismantled it pretty quickly. And then I think I didn't play Commander again until pretty much until like 2011. when the first sets came out. I had just gotten the job at Star City Games, and um, a lot of the people I knew were judges, so some of them were playing, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And so I picked up. Well, I was playing with their precons along with my precon, or along with them, and then I don't like that. I guess I could have outlasted as well. I don't have any instants or abilities that I can cast currently. Sacrifice that. Correct. So I played some of those 2011 precons, which were pretty good. I enjoyed them a lot. I played the Mimeoplasm a lot, and then after that, I made my Maelstrom Wanderer deck because I had that deck from playing Plane Chase when it first came out. Gray Merchant. Woof. Training everybody for 4 already? Clicky says my first EDH deck was a Ghoul Color Gissa deck that was based around Gravespawn Sovereign and Flickering Creatures with Power 5. That sounds pretty sweet. That actually sounds really cool. Scribble says, actually did Sign of the Ur-Dragon as my first, which is also a great one. Oh. Bad decks can be so much. It's very true. Bad decks can be a lot of fun. I mean, I love just cards that people think are terrible sometimes. I absolutely love them. And that's one of the reasons why I built the Tassiger Villainous Wealth deck. Because it's a bad card, but I love it. Diabetes says, Gliss is a traitor. It's literally a pile of cards. Man, this is a lot of nonsense. What are we doing here with Spirit Bonds and Viscopa Confessor? Oh no. No, Dion Cross. They're gonna take your best card. Oh no. Oh, that would have been good. Stitched Together is pretty good. Necrotic Ooze. Oh, Necrotic Ooze would have been good. The best trades I've ever made have been someone going, that card is trash, why do you want it? Yeah, that's true. They like, if they think it's trash, they don't care about it, and they'll just basically give it to you. Shark Hero, how's it going? After watching my Villainous Wealth deck, I've been on Tassiger Doomsday into a Villainous Wealth deck. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, that's my kind of fun, is just building up, and then doing really big dumb stuff. All at once. Hey, look, 7. So we can Oracle, or we can Protector. This is each other creature you control. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this costs 2 mana right now. So we'll do that. Really want to get a Mind's Dilation for the Tassiger deck? Yeah, you probably do. That card is a ton of fun. I actually just picked up my Foil Sunbird's Invocation. Whew. That went right into my Maelstrom Wanderer deck. Put those tokens on. Or counters on, rather. Let it happen. Yeah. Oh, man. He's still got a Nighthawk. Oh, man. He's got so much. That's not going to do anything. So he's got the Nighthawk, which I'm kind of afraid of. Sorry, DM Cross. We're going to have to go after you. SethX/DM Cross is asking me if I have a deck for the end of my league yet. Do I have a deck for the fan submitted video? At the moment, no. So you can always feel free to submit decks if you want to see them on Commander Versus to myself, Justin, John, Steven, just, you know, whenever you can. We take them through Twitter. We always check the YouTube comments and stuff. Who's my commander? It's Daghatar the Adamant. Tribal Griffins. That seems like it would be pretty sweet. But yeah, you can always submit a deck list to us or an idea to us even. And we will always look them over. I very much enjoy playing those. 5-colored God Tribal. Tribal Tribes. So I have a list of like all of the submissions that people have actually been sending me throughout, you know, the last few seasons or whatever. And I just pick one at random from those rather than just like only collecting the ones that have been submitted for that season. Oh, Ren Flesh. Oh, come on. I guess that I deserve that. I did attack you with it. We're going to put that on Primeval Protector, I think. Probably better to put it on. Yeah, it would have been better to put it on the Oracle. That was dumb. But I like big dumb creatures. What type of decks do we look for in submissions? We typically just do whatever. There are only a couple of things that we don't actually... Exsanguinate's good. That's good. I love that card. There's only a couple things we don't do, which is basically like infinite combos and stuff. So if you submit one with it, we'll typically try and take that out. Submit them via Twitter. Yeah, you can submit them via Twitter. My direct messages are open on Twitter. I'm just at Jeremy Noell. You can also at J Parnell1, Rednecks Wins, which is Stephen Green, or A Natural Death, which is John Suarez. And just send us like a tapped out link or just a suggestion for like, you know, Commander plus idea or just idea. And then you know, you can just let us know what you want us to play, and I can tell you. Gonna give you a little sneak preview here for everybody who's watching. We are going to be playing something that we always play every season, so it's not that much of a surprise, but we're going to be doing the Randomonium again this season, obviously, and I am submitting 2 of my fan-submitted decks for that because they're decks that I've definitely wanted to see for some time, but I didn't know how well they were going to go over in the season finale. And so even if I don't get to play with them, I'm still very excited to see how these 2 decks work. Not going to spoil what decks they are, but they should be fun. What if the deck goes infinite but is slow infinite, like Season Past and Dark Petition? Like, it depends. Like, the infinite combos I'm talking about, we generally don't like we basically don't like, um, you know, kill everybody in one turn and, make everybody draw their cards kind of stuff. So stuff like that is probably okay because, like, you're just going to be, getting it back over and over again. Yes, Diabetes, Ran Harmonicon, Arena of the Arbitrary, Coliseum of Randomness, and then Randomonium. What's he doing over here? I'm going to attack into this. Maybe I just... Do I just do this before? Yeah, I think we just do this. I don't even really care about like, I was gonna move the counters over to the Etched Oracle, and then I could just draw a bunch of cards, But even if he kills it, it's whatever. But I'm just gonna get rid of that. Sacrifice it, yeah. Makes sense. These controllers... Oh, gain indestructible on a turn. Yeah, whatever. Yep, just block with a 1/1. That's fair. I think... No, we can't do that because it's 4. Yeah, we'll just see if we can maybe draw 2 cards. I kind of want to draw more than that, obviously. Alright, see. Sorry, I ignored the chat for a bit. Is Return to Ravnica a judge-submitted name for it? Did we ever find out? I don't know. Which cards have... That's pretty good. Oh no! Oh no! He's gonna remove all counters! He's gonna remove all the counters. Oh, that's so good. Oh hey! He's got Obnixilis back. Right? That's what he's doing? Oh, Merciless Executioner. I don't know about that. Why not? The Star City Games presents an empty coliseum where arbitrarily selected random warrior who are unemployed with only applicable skills are punching each other. Might be a little lengthy for the title. Okay, well, he's doing this. Alright. I think I draw 2 now then. In response. Because I just want to draw the cards. Don't really care about the indestructible too much. And then we're going to sacrifice the Primeval Protector and put all its counters on Etched Oracle. Yep. And then he's just going to kill that. And I'm going to be sad. Clicky says, I think the only unique deck I've got is Scarab God, not Zombie or Mill or Control. That would be neat, yeah. Definitely put that out there. And it's always interesting when we get things that are like kind of off the beaten path too, that are not like what you would expect out of the deck. Like, oh look, the Scarab God. Pedro Sergi, I can't pronounce it. Pedro. Yeah, Pedro. Said, wait, why did you let him put that amount of counters on it? And TM Cross says, I didn't let him do anything. You built a Scarab God like Gonti version 2. That's cool. Yeah. Like Gonti Lord of Luxury, like you're just trying to like flicker it and stuff, or because that would be interesting. That's one of the decks that I've kind of considered building at some point, is just building like a Gonti Lord of Luxury like blink deck, essentially, where you can just you know, blink it a bunch and try and get a bunch of their stuff. You could sacrifice your vampire and kill the etched in response. I mean, I can still do it. Wink, wink. Now they're conspiring. The archers are fun. Yeah. If you want to submit the archer deck, sure. I would be all about it. I'm sure it'd be cool. I think it'd be something that Stephen Green would play. Seth just gave the game to me. Oh no. It is a 21/21 Oracle. I probably should have left up the Inspiring Call and just left the Oracle get all those counters on it. Because now he's got Vampire Hexmage, and he's just going to take all my counters. Built a Bolus deck with almost all the cards that force my opponents to vote. Most of my card draws Fact or Fiction variants, so they do get to pick even when I'm playing. Oh, that's cool. Yep, there it goes. All gone. Congrats. Yeah, I thought about building a political deck, like the voting cards deck. Yes, a sad face to the etched article with that many counters on it going away. It would be sad if if it was a 21/21. Yeah, that's fair. Said it would have lost some counters. Shrug. But then he would have gained 2 and drained us both. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. 5 from being able to just kind of play that out. He's going to attack. Block with what? Built a Kaiga deck built cloning him and stealing creatures and doing dumb things with Future Sight. Oh yeah, that's always the most fun. All right, well, what do we have here? Look at that. We have Sansepcel, and we have this, which we can like make somebody sacrifice a creature. Boom. I guess we could force somebody to sacrifice a creature instead of just playing. You know what? We're gonna play the Overflowing Chalice. Overflowing Chalice. I don't care. Let's go with 1, 2, 3. Pay 6. There we go. You know what I got. Don't care. I got nothing. Just put me out of my misery. We're just gonna go ahead and F8 for these next couple of turns. Bluff that swords. You're right. All those swords to plowshares slash path to exiles that are definitely 0.01 ticks. Clicky says, I a deck off the beaten path, but it goes infinite way too easily. It's a Brea Scrap Trawler deck. The entire point is simply Scrap Trawler, sure. Scribble says, if you go with votes, you could throw in the curses for some weird shenanigans or the tempting offers and join forces for funsies. That's actually what I was going to do. I was going to play like a 5-color votes plus the tempting offers and join forces. Like anything that was making people vote, because there's like Will the Consul and all those conspiracy ones, and then also the commander ones where people could pump more stuff into it. I got nothing, Seth. Punch me in the face. Oh, it's not even going after me. Cycle of Offering from Command 2014. Which ones are those? It's the tempting offer or whatever, right? The tempting ones. Can't remember the names off the. Tempt with Discovery and stuff like that. Those are the ones I was talking about. In the face, for sure. After I get punched in the face a couple times, we're gonna see what happens. Looks like Pedro might actually have this one. Kind of locked down at the moment, because next turn I'm just going to play my commander and have a bunch of mana open to move counters, which I don't have, and they don't have, unfortunately. No, like, Sylvan Offering? Okay, sure. I don't know if anybody's going to be at GP Atlanta later this year. It should be in actually pretty close coming up here. I think just a few weeks. Maybe like a little over a month. Yeah, a little over a month. But I will be there, and the rest of the Commander Versus team will be there. So if anybody wants to come say hi, we're going to be pretty busy, obviously, but we always like it when people stop by and say hi and kind of, quick chats and stuff. There's going to be a bunch of artists there, too. I'm planning on getting some of my stuff signed. My Felden's Cane by Mark Teeden, stuff like that. And Therese Nielsen's the guest of honor, and she's great. These are all coming to me, right? Yeah. Bash in the face. In the face. I got nothing. I'm going down 6. Down to 12. But yeah, we'll all be there to say hi. And then the following weekend after GP Atlanta, jeez, I will actually be at PAX Unplugged, which is the inaugural packs. Unplugged. And that one I'm actually just kind of hanging out. So I'll have time to just kind of chill, maybe play a game or two of, Commander. But I'm going to be hanging out with a lot of my friends, and just playing board games and stuff. So if you happen to be going to PAX Unplugged, feel free to swing by. Fibblethip says, I got my Ugins and Wormcoil signed by Swanland, and it's so great. Yeah. That's a good one. He's a person I have not been able to meet, but I also, I don't have, I definitely don't have Ugins, and I don't think I have a Wormcoil anymore, unfortunately. I don't really have anything I would want to put it in too much. Like, I could put it in the Maelstrom Wanderer deck I have, but Oh no. I love Ingarrick's Wake. I love this card so much. This is such a fun card. I got nothing. Pedro, what are you doing? Top deck, Seth says. Oh man. That's brutal. Pedro's at 51. He can already start Ayli. Worms and Ugins are nice. Yeah, for sure. I've got I think my favorite stuff is either the Therese signed Eternal Witnesses that I have, or I've GP Richmond earlier this year. We had John Avon there, and he's like, if you've ever seen like any of John's like live streams or met him at an event, he's a fantastic person. He and his manager guy are just great. And they happen to have some of their proofs, and I was like, well, I kind of want to get like a couple of my cards signed, but I'm just gonna buy a bunch of these foil Ravnica Bounce Land proofs. He had like some crazy deal where it was like buy one get one free, so I just ended up getting like 10 cards for $20 or something like that, and he just signed all of them. It was great. GPs are definitely worth it to go to, even if you're not playing in the main event. It's going, hanging out with people, playing some Commander, playing some side events, and just getting cards signed by all the artists. And so that should be a lot of fun. And then opens are kind of like a smaller version of that. If you haven't been to an open either, we definitely have like a lot of side event stuff. Like obviously the big attraction is the main event for opens. A lot of people really want to compete in those, but we generally try and have like an artist and some alterists and stuff there too. Oh, hey, Prof. Blazon. I think that's how you pronounce it. Blazon. Wish I had more GPs near me. Yeah, it's true. I very much love going to GPs, even though I'm like just working them all the time anymore. Blah blah son. Yeah. Blossom. Okay, that's good to know. I'm really bad with actually pronouncing names, even though I went to school for theater and broadcasting. I read things and I know that they're wrong sometimes, and it takes me actually hearing someone say it most of the time for me to get something correct. So I apologize for that. How are you doing tonight, Prof? Geist Honored Monk. Oof, that's spicy. Shark Hero says, I wish I had more GPs near me, but that's the downside of going to school in Montana. Yeah, that would do it. Tired but surviving. Download a new game to try out. What are you downloading? There's some interesting new games. I've been playing a lot of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds myself. It's been the one that's in my queue mostly. Ghost Recon Wildlands. Oh yeah, you're right. It's having the free weekend. I forgot about that. Yeah, I saw that on my Xbox One. Oh, he didn't go in for the one. Okay. Let's see what we get. Top deck. Card from a graveyard. It's pretty good. What do I want to get though? Do I want to get Omnixilus? Do I want to get? Yeah, I don't. Gray Emergent. Yeah. Hexmage. Nighthawk. Professor. That's not really Kingpin's Pet. It's not really be super great. You could just get like the Primeval Protector. I mean, that would be pretty good, but he's got the Geisonder Monk and 3 flyers. We'll just get up that Obnixilis because we killed it earlier. Because why not? Yeah. PUBG is swiper no swiping. He says. I've been playing PUBG mainly because a lot of my friends from high school are actually been playing it. I haven't had a chance to like hang out and talk with them and play with them a bunch, but we've been just going nuts. Are you guys hearing the dings? I think that might be my wife's Facebook going up. Yep, that's what that is, more than likely. Do I just put more counters on it? Yeah, sure, why not? Been taking a break from PUBG right now. Been playing Overwatch. Blossom. Yeah, I was really into Overwatch for about a year, but I play it on Xbox, and so I don't have as many friends that play on there. So I don't really like. I played competitive for the first like 2 seasons, and then kind of But I'm definitely gonna play because the Halloween event's up now, and I love those PVE events, the Halloween stuff, and the what was the other one that they did? I can't remember, where it was like the early Overwatch or whatever, and that one was pretty fun too. Attila says, I enjoy watching people play PUBG, but I don't know if I'd ever be able to play because I get too mad. Yeah, it can get frustrating really quickly. Oh no. Oh, he's not targeting that. Sure. All right. Oof. Dr. Junkenstein's Revenge. Yeah, that's what it was. They added a new horde mode to it. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Only complaint is you can't play with Diva. Oh, that stinks. I mean, I think the original one was what, like Soldier, Widowmaker. There was only like four. It was like Soldier, Widowmaker, McCree, and somebody else from last year. And it was just like this like waves of zombies, and that was about it. And then you had to battle the bosses, which were like Reaper with the pumpkin head, I think, and then uh, Roadhog as the Frankenstein's monster, and then Dr. Chunkenstein, which was what's his name? Soldier McCree, Anna, Hanzo, or I assume that's this year because I don't believe Anna was out yet when it came out last year. But I might be wrong. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. Still at 5. Playing that Viscera. They added Widow, Torb, Zenyatta, and Genji to the Endless, to like the Horde mode. Sure. Horde mode is hard. So many Reapers. Oh, they still have the bosses too in the Horde mode? Oh, man. I guess that makes sense. You wouldn't just want like more and more zombies. You would want it to have like some difficulty in there, you know? So that makes sense. I think Torb might. I know he was in part of the Overwatch, like the whatever, which one it was, the one where you were still doing PvE and you were playing against the Omnics, like the Omnic Crisis one, and he was pretty good because it was still just a escort the payload mission, and you could get there pretty good with him. Blossom, fun hanging out. All right, have fun, man. Yeah, have fun with that new Ghost Recon. That seems sweet. Oh, what are we doing here? So many triggers. Under your control, yeah, and then my trigger, and then Cutthroat's trigger, which is blah, and then Spirit Bond's trigger. Feel like Pedro's just gonna take us out. I'm at 4 already. Multiple Symmetras are annoying? Yeah, that would get pretty annoying. They changed Symmetra, because I haven't played as much over the last couple of months, and I know that she does the shield thing where she can actually shoot the shield out, which is probably way better. My main was when the beta came out, my main was Diva because she was super sweet and I liked the idea of a mech pilot. And then I basically played Diva, Zenyatta. I played some Lucio, Soldier, and Pharah are like the ones that I really enjoy playing. Hour of Revelation. Oh, that's rough. That's so rough. Oh, destroy all non-land permanents. Dash Hopes. Dash Hopes is great. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen that card in a while. Oh, that's so good. I would celebrate a lot more, but my wife is sleeping right in the next room. And she has to wake up and go to work tomorrow. Uh, Tilla says the new Diva update has been fun. What's been updated with what's been updated with Diva recently? Oh, I can't do anything with these. I'm gonna say no to all of them. Yeah, because he's gone, so. Oh, I thought I did. There. Okay. So there. Yeah. Bunch of triggers that don't matter. You can shoot while boosting and has a missile skill. Oh, I did read about the missile skill. So she can shoot while she actually does her her flying boost now, is what I'm guessing that you're saying. And then I did read about like her having a second missile skill. I think that was around the same time that they changed Mercy as well, right? Because now she doesn't have the full team res. Now she just does like individual res, but turns into battle Mercy. Because like I wasn't playing as much. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I guess I can play my commander again. 6, 7, yeah, 8. Shooting while boosting is useful. That sounds like it'd be super useful. Like everybody was really all about her, even in like competitive play. Like end of last year, beginning of this year, and then they nerfed her shield a bit, and so they probably had to rebalance her and gave her those abilities. Because then everybody kind of just stopped playing her because of her shield and her personal like amount of life or armor or whatever it is. I think they changed those around. I still really enjoy Zenyatta though. Non-snow creature. Get out of there. Finally. Get out of there. Oh dear. Don't think I'm surviving this though. 2 life. Oh jeez. All activated abilities of all cards in all graveyards. That's pretty good. Because that's like, he's got extort at the very least. Or is that considered active? Yeah, because it's whenever, right? Oh man. No, no, I said that wrong. Yeah, it's not activated. It's a triggered. Yeah, triggered ability. That was dumb of me. For a minute, I thought I wanted to be a judge. And then I kind of didn't study. And now I am as you see me. At least I have a locker for Geist. Maybe? What's it going to do with all this mana? Come on, Pedro. What are you doing to me? Uh-oh. Ooh. Is he doing that to himself? Yeah, he is. Okay. He's not just knocking me out of the game. So, I'm going to be dead soon. Seth X is probably going to be dead soon. If anybody else wants to join, you're more than welcome. It'll probably be myself, Seth X, and 1 2 more. Hanowar Militia Captain. Yeah, right. Maybe we'll do one more of these. Maybe I'll throw in PUBG. I don't know. Oh no, did I go down? I hope not. It's buffering on my end. Sorry. Everything's kind of... Hope it's still working for you guys. Might be too much for my internet right now. Hey, look! What's this one again? Beginning upkeep if you control 4 more creatures. 1/1 white black. Yeah, we're just gonna play this guy out then. I have my own. See if we can get this working again. Sorry about it if you're having some trouble with the buffering or anything. I'm trying to watch and also... Hey, I had one of those, he says. It's correct. Let's see if I can get to my Twitch page. Might just have to pop it open on the phone here. Sorry, my chat's gone. Everything's gone. My brand. Am I live? I am still live. Okay. So, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to try and keep chat open on my phone, unfortunately, instead of the second computer I have on this desk. Oh no! Asphyxiate. My poor creature. Oh no, that was coming from DM Cross. Okay. That works. Get some counters. Get some counters. Oh, this is not going to end well for me, is it? That seems like that's probably just gonna kill me if he gets around to his turn. Oh dear. Oh right, it's end step, not beginning upkeep. What do you reveal? Ah, swamp, good. 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 I got a land, he says. Smiley face. Selfless spirit. Yeah, I guess so. Don't know what we're doing now. Because if I don't... Oh, jeez. I really don't want to have to kill Seth. Shakes fist at sky, he says. I mean, if we have to do it, we have to do it just so this baleful moment doesn't kill us. But I think we're just dead to Pedro at that point then. Oh, man. Is it coming back? Is it coming back on this TV or on this monitor? No? Can we delete? Oh, no. Sorry, my keyboard is all the way over here. It's underneath my other bit there. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Okay, you got me. I'm out. Profane command is less than attack. It's like 0.01. Yeah, sure. Oh, no. GG. Okay, still trying to get this to work on this computer. Not sure what's going on. Gonna watch the rest of their game for just a couple minutes and then start up a new game with Seth X and hopefully somebody else. I'll probably play that Ayli deck myself. Get in some Discord action. Yeah, it just looked like this. Yeah, my other computer's just kind of not liking me today. Unfortunately. So I'm just watching it on my phone. Phone. Oh. Clicky says, I need to cut 10 cards from my newest MTGO deck. Why is it always hard to make cuts? Yeah. That's very true. Fiddletip, that's fine. If you don't have a mic, you're more than welcome to join the game. Making cuts is probably one of the hardest things for me. I know when I do commander decks, because obviously I have to make them like almost every week, don't get to make a lot for personal use. But some of them I actually do think about keeping together and stuff. And I always go through, find the cards that I want, just make a huge list of like 150 cards and then have to start cutting. And it's always the last like 5 to 10 cards, which is just the hardest. Paragon of the Open Graves is what we revealed. Not quite enough. It's only 4. What are auto includes in making decks? Like probably 90% of decks have Soul Ring and Lightning Greaves in them. But it really just kind of depends on what the deck does. I found myself playing Lightning Greaves less and less. Oh no. He got a True Conviction and Sanguine Bond. Oh man, that's rough. Rough. Identity Crisis. That's a lot of damage coming through. Why should I be putting Identity Crisis in? Alright, let's go back to the play lobby. Move all cards in target player's hand and graveyard from the game. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, man. Nah, that's fine. Is it cheap enough? Let's see what it costs on some card hoarder. Let's go card hoarder 2. Yeah, busy. 5 is there. Let's go there. Full trade list. 0.01. Okay, yeah, we'll grab one. Oh no, everybody knows what my next deck's gonna be. Alright, so 1 identity crisis. I probably got tons of 0.064. Yeah, grab that. We'll add it in, I guess. Just have to go. What do we want to take out for that, though? I really like Tainted Sigil. Nah. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. I don't know what we take out for that. Like, Orzhov Charm seems good. Yeah, Identity Crisis in every white-black deck you build. It's probably correct. I think Orzhov Charm just has too much versatility to it. I don't want to take out the Guild Mages. They're really good. Gift of Orzhov is just fun. Souls of the Faultless. Yeah, maybe we just take that guy out. I have 29 creatures though. Maybe not. Maybe. Clicky says, me and my friend play on MTGO play 2-ticket decks every Monday. That's actually really sweet. Having a regular game is a lot of fun. I don't know that I want to take out any like base black or white cards for it necessarily. I kind of like where we're at. Anointer Priests. I think maybe we just take this out. Yeah. We just put in the Identity Crisis. Maybe we just take out Pillory. Nah. 37 is a bit. I do like 36 to 37, especially with enough ramp. Yeah, okay, we'll take a land out. We'll take one of these planes out, maybe. What we got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we'll take us planes out. And save that. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we're going to go... Alright, so we're going to make another one. I think Seth X is playing. Philthip, if you want to play, you are more than welcome to. I would really appreciate it if you didn't watch me while we were playing. That would be fun. Host up. Alright, hosting already. Zektohawk. Okay. Alright. I thought that was you before. And SethX. Alright, we'll start a 3-player game with this. Cool. Alright, won the roll again. Yeah, I want to play first. Yes, we mulligan this. 1 land. Hand. Oof. I think we have to mulligan that too. Hazes Tamar. That's awesome. Yeah, leaving audio up is probably fine. Yes, we definitely mulligan this again. Oh, man. 1 lands, over and over again. Oof. Zektohawk keeps. Keep. I have to mulligan again. That's good. Yeah, snap keep. We'll put that on. Yeah, we'll put it on bottom. Yeah, we'll put it on bottom. Alright, so we drew this anyway. Metallica plays. Sandman lands. Yeah, you're right. I got nothing else. Go ahead. Got nothing else. Just don't want to skip. Oh dear. Oh, hope everybody's having fun hanging out. I think I'm going to try and do this a little bit more regularly. I don't know how regularly, but I'm hoping like maybe like Tuesday and Thursday nights is my hope. And we can kind of hang out, play some games. Oops. Should have played Ayli. It's too busy talking about my stream. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can play more games, hang out, just kind of see what's going on, Mainly going to play this. Might draft every now and then. Might play PUBG, like I said. I'm always down for other games, though. If I were to describe my video game playing habits, it would probably be... Oh, did I just go into my... Yeah, I did again. It's kind of odd. I play like shooters, and then just a few shooters, and then like Forza is one of my favorite series, and Assassin's Creed is like definitely one of my favorite series. All right, Discord. Seth, sorry about that. We'll go up to Discord. We're gonna invite people, and everybody's gonna see it. Use copy button. Oh, that's very nice of them. You can probably still see that, but it's whatever. But yeah, like I absolutely love Assassin's Creed, and if I can figure out a way to get stream from my if I can figure out a way to stream from my Xbox in a decent way, then I will definitely try and do that, because I was actually thinking about going through and streaming like all of them, possibly just buying some on Steam and whatever else, just because there's going to be cheaper and it'll be easier than trying to hook my Xbox up to my streaming computer. And then just kind of going through them and go through the story and stuff, because they have a really interesting story, and I really, really like the combat and stuff in the games and the adventure. Like, one of the things I really enjoy about it, there is a function to stream directly from the Xbox One to Twitch. Yes, Attila the Fun, you are correct. But that is something that I probably wouldn't do, just because of the fact that I wouldn't have my camera, because I didn't actually get the Xbox One with the Kinect, and I like having the camera here. That's just me. But it could be a thing that I could do. It's also one of those things where if I'm downstairs, my dog is going to also just be kind of rowdy, and my wife might not enjoy that. A lot of those games are backwards compatible on the Xbox One now, though, too. So I think we're going to...
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, man?
It's going. Trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I've been chatting up everything and kind of forgetting to play cards. So it kind of happens.
Is what you're doing not attacking me? Because I would appreciate it.
I might be, I don't know. It's like a lore run through, yes. That's definitely one of the things that I would like to do. I really enjoy those games, though, for their the way that they do open world. Because so a lot of people have like always told me like, hey, you should get into yeah, similar to what went down last game.
It's a very very similar board state we
Yeah,
got going on here.
yeah.
I don't think I like it.
But the games I really enjoy, because a lot of people have told me to play things like the Fallout games, and then a lot of people always said, you know, like, oh, you should play the Middle Earth Shadow of War, because it's basically like the best Assassin's Creed game. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I've been trying to play it, but I hate the fact that like I can't just wander around and look at the world and stuff, because there's just always bad guys around. In Assassin's Creed, you can just wander around most of the time, and the guards and stuff won't really mess with you. You can just wander through towns and stuff, which is one of the things I really enjoy about it.
Were you a big Skyrim fan?
I tried that one a little bit too, and I never really got too deep into it. That's one of the ones that other people have suggested. I think part of it is just like Fallout, Skyrim, things like that. I tend to do the thing that I think a lot of people do, is just like when they're first starting off in them, is just kind of go and start exploring too quickly, and then just like run into, you know, a death claw or something like that, and just die way too quickly. And it's like, oh,
for Skyrim,
well.
I think it was the not the bears, but the like saber-tooth things. Always, I would find those things magically, and that would be the end of my character. Uh-oh.
What? Not a problem. Just start creature token enters the battlefield. You gain 1 life. It's whatever. It's
yeah. Just, you know, black and white just makes all the tokens. It's no big deal.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Where's my cancel? Cancel. There we go.
Oh.
Wandering blindly into a death claw is half the fun of Fallout, says Attila the Fun. Yeah, I could see that.
So I have a joke that I use at work pretty often. So I'm in the military. I'm in the Air Force.
Okay.
And anytime somebody says like fun run or anything like that, I turn around and it's like, you must be in the Army, because we have very different definitions of what fun is.
That's understandable. Yeah.
Not fun. I don't like getting hit with stuff.
That's fair. I'm gonna hit you with a big giant flyer.
Yeah. Wasn't
Another
very
life gain
nice.
deck? Yes, I am playing another life gain deck. I can't help it. All right, this one is actually one of the mana sources. All right.
Enzo, can I borrow that priest?
Yeah, I don't believe so. Oh yeah, he would like it.
Yeah, now I would.
He would like it for sure.
Everybody's got stuff and it's all big.
Yeah, you seem to be
Appreciate it.
a little you missed a land drop there too. That's
Yeah, I did.
not great. Oh yeah, okay, just flashback router, no big deal.
Hey, what are you
Eh,
talking about? I don't even see it. What? Is there something on the stack? I don't know.
Um, I think I just let that happen. Yep, that happens.
Hmm. Okay. Oh yeah, you can balm that one, can't you? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I overtapped for that, by the way. Whoops.
Only problem with they said I like Bethesda's games, but I always run into the problem of having 80 hours in the game and I'm barely halfway through the plot. Barely halfway through is pretty good for 80 hours in those games, from what I understand.
Yeah, I played Skyrim for like ever. I think I still every once in a while bring it back up.
Yeah, I know. I've seen people like talk about they play for like 100 plus hours, like 150 hours, and they're like, yeah, and I've just been doing side quests and gathering this and gathering loot and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, that's one of those games you can definitely do that in. Only problem with wandering around in Fallout 3 is you can accidentally skip like 80% of the main story quests if you end up in the wrong place. Fallout 4 and NV don't have that problem. Yeah, I actually had one of my friends from high school is
Oh,
doing.
hi.
He's in the voice chat. He just doesn't have a
Yeah,
mic. Yeah.
yeah.
One of my friends from high school actually was doing he did a playthrough of the original Fallout, like Fallout 1, and he's been playing a lot of the old school games like that. We'll go here and split that up a little bit.
I mean, you could always be defensive.
I could be defensive, but why would I do that in a life gain deck?
To protect your life.
Yeah,
right?
it's true. Yeah, that's what I need to do. My 41 life that I'm gonna have now.
I have to like double politic because Inzotech can't say anything, so I'm politicking for him as well.
Oh
I didn't
sure.
say you could swing it all at him. I just said you could just not attack.
Notice how he got commander damage both times. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is a thing that happened.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a goal, not a race. You know, he's
Yeah.
not gonna see who can eat commander damage out first. He's gonna pick one person and go with it.
Hmm. 4 commander damage on you. Getting there. Fires of Yavimaya and Gaia's. Oh man. And Realm Seekers.
Ooh.
Ooh, I have a feeling I'm gonna have a Realm Seekers hitting me in the face really hard.
Oh gosh.
Oh dear.
Just remember who has commander damage on you.
Yep.
It ain't me. You felt correctly, he says.
Oh no. You know what we're gonna do here? We're gonna do something about this. I think that's what we're gonna do.
You're gonna take it to the face? Is that what we're gonna do? Oh, okay.
No, no, no. Sad face, he says. Well, yeah, you came at me with an 11-11 on turn 6 or 7 or whatever it is.
It is turn
6.
6. I don't know. Can you really blame him? You did a 4 whole commander damage to him.
That's true. I mean, I was getting in there.
The obvious response is 11 damage to the face.
You're not wrong.
Oh goodness.
Favorite old school game is Planescape Torment. I remember being blown away with all the options when it first came out. Yeah, that's from what I remember. That's a pretty good one. My buddy, his name on on the stack. Oh, jeez, I thought I had already chosen my target. I'm sorry.
We all just assumed.
Yeah, I assumed as well. But yeah, my buddy from high school is going. He went through Fallout. I believe he's going through Interstate 76 right now. And then he also has like PUBG funny moments. A couple of them that I've been in as well. That we played. And have I played the '90s Magic PC game, the Chandelar game? No, I have not. Till the Fun says one of my favorite old school games was some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game for Genesis I used to rent all the time. Is that Seth? Please, I have a family. Please, I have a family.
Is it upkeep or end step? End step.
Archfiend?
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, that's rough. All right. Okay. It's a 5/4. That's bad. So we're going to see what you do with this. Attack with my Death Toucher. Scribbles asks, what's your favorite plane? My favorite plane is probably Zendikar, because I like the adventure theme of it. I played D&D for a really long time, and so just the feeling of it and it being like a tribal, or not tribal, like the allies and stuff was like a really neat idea to me. And Hawk says he's a Lorwyn fan.
Oh, very nice.
How about you?
I have been a fan of old school Innistrad since I got back into Magic, which was during Return to Ravnica. So I'm a big vampire fanatic. So
Sure. Did you ever play like the Masquerade or anything like that?
I used to own the core book for it,
Mm-hmm.
but I never had a really big group to play it. I played D&D as a kid, and then around the same time I stopped playing Magic, I stopped playing D&D, and then I got into it a few years ago with some friends that I made at my last station.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, those ones were always kind of interesting to me. Like the lore around it was kind of interesting. Like I really liked reading those kind of books. And then but I was like way more into D&D because 3rd edition had come out like right as I was like a junior in high school or something like that. Dating myself a bit. But we played a 2nd edition campaign for about a year with some friends, and a friend from high school whose dad gave him all his old books and whatnot. So that was a lot of fun. And I still really enjoy it. I don't get to play as much. I tried to have a couple of regular groups here in Roanoke, and they always kind of seem to fall apart. People just, too busy, real life stuff.
Oh, are you guys actually in Roanoke? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
the store or whatever's in Roanoke, right?
Yep, yep. We're here in Roanoke, Virginia. It's where Star City Games is located.
I am actually in Alexandria, Springfield area.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. You came by GPDC, right?
Yeah,
And that was
where
the
I
one that
saw.
I was not at, unfortunately.
uh,
It was my wife's birthday. I can't really do much about that.
yeah, yeah. No, nobody blamed you whatsoever.
And Hawk says he's in Lafayette. So that's pretty cool.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. Have you ever tried getting back to the D&D topic? Have you ever tried doing like an online situation like Roll20 is very popular?
Actually, that was one of the things that I've been working on a little bit, but that's kind of plans are percolating.
Yeah.
And so the hope is that that will start sometime soon. And that might be something that I stream. I'm not quite sure yet. I have played like way before Roll20 and stuff was actually out.
Mm.
There was a couple of things like RPG tools, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Um,
remember that.
RP tools or something like that, and a couple others that were really good. That's pretty good. We'll go with that.
You already have players lined up for everything?
Yeah, that's the kind of, hopefully something comes about kind of thing.
Mm.
I'm working on that. That's like the
Well,
the big part of it right now.
I mean, if you need players, I love the game.
For sure, I'll keep you in mind.
Yeah.
Do I want to? Nah, we'll keep it back for now.
Except for that.
Oh, right. I forgot about that part. Well, that's fine. Because we can.
Your commander's cheap. You could recast it any time. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, I guess I could have sacrificed. No, it's sacrifice another creature. I'm probably going to sacrifice my commander, so it doesn't really matter. If only I had Stasis Snare for the demon. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to choose these two.
Oh, somebody in the chat said that? Oh,
That
no,
was
hey,
Inzatech said that.
hey.
Tilifun said there used to be a D20 add-on for MSN Messenger back in the day. I remember using. I don't know if it was that quite that far back, but yeah, there was RP tools or something like that, and we used a TeamSpeak, and then this RP tools thing, and then something else that I can't remember to do a lot of stuff. Target artifact or enchantment. Oh, that's gonna go on my Stasis Snare, but that guy's. Oh, total number of cards in all players' hands, right?
Yeah, still gonna be a 7/7.
Yeah.
With haste and whatever else.
Yep, that's pretty good. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that my friend that I was talking about that does the old school games. He was our DM for a long time, and he had a bunch of really good scenarios that we played through campaigns.
Nice.
A lot of them were set in, because we were all from Michigan, so they were set like, there was a modern version that was set in like modern day New York, and then like he had an APOC game that was set in Michigan. That was a lot of fun.
Okay.
But we played we played through several things. We played through like a regular D&D game up to like level 15 or something like that, and then the next session that we played, or the next campaign that we played, was a epic level campaign, which was crazy because it had 6 players, and whenever you're waiting for the samurai Iaijutsu master to roll his like 30d6 damage or whatever, you're just like, all right, yeah, I get you.
The monk of the group, I guess.
Yeah. And so Getting through that was a little bit rough, but it was still fun. And then after that, we played a modern game that it turns out was part of the same world. So that was a fun revelation where it was like, oh hey, that demon that totally screwed you guys over, that's this character now. Like, oh, one of those things where like 14 or 15 sessions in, all of a sudden it just clicks.
Oh no! Right.
Yep. And then we played a couple of, because his favorite games are the Fallout games, so we played basically a Fallout style game, just D20 modern. I don't like this. What are you doing here?
What is who doing what?
What are you doing here?
I don't know
Squelching the
what.
leeches and whatnot.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
Don't
just
know.
got swamps.
Yeah, just got swamps with squelching leeches and nightmare. No big deal.
What are those cards? I don't know.
Oh, well, he passed on attacking, so that's good.
I feel bad. He's at 39.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
want the clap back. So I feel bad / I'm afraid.
that's understandable. Well, Zektohawk, I'm sorry. I am gonna have to do this.
I don't like whatever it is that you're gonna do.
Well, I'm attacking him.
Oh, well, never mind. I do like that. Oh wait, I don't like what you're gonna do now.
Yeah, I know. Oh, look, Stasis Snare. If only I had
yeah.
that back, as he said.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
He still had an 8/8. I'm just.
He has an 8/8, and you have two 6/6s, one of which flies.
You got a flying death touch. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no big deal.
You're doing great.
What works, teamwork. Yes, I would like to use that ability.
My wife is yelling in the background in case anybody hears back.
That's fine.
My wife plays too. Shared flying and death touch and wants to know who's getting a butt kicked.
What's Seth playing? He's playing what was the name of it? Yeah, Limdul the Necromancer.
Did your trigger go?
Yeah, it already happened. It's declaring blocker step now, so you have priority.
I don't see it on the sec. What did you back?
I got back the Stasis Snare.
Oh, it's to your hand. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it goes to your hand.
It was on yeah, I got you.
It's okay. It's coming out.
Sorry about your 8/8 in Attack Hawk.
We'll say. Extort.
No, you don't do that.
Why wouldn't I want to do that?
Because it's not nice.
That's not nice, he says.
It's an interactive game, right? We're all friends here.
Place your triggers onto his deck. Archfiend of Depravity. Get rid of that.
Your board is better than mine. Yeah.
Sad face. Just this big gap now.
I know, it's so awkward. Like the enchantment doesn't even, or like my creature doesn't even go on the enchantment like it would during.
Yeah, that's one of the weird parts of it. Is it just kind of does those things where, your card that got exiled is just gonna go underneath, one of your other cards.
Or if like you pacify somebody's creature, the enchantment just kind of hangs out on your board somewhere.
Yeah, sometimes that happens too.
Like,
I've seen that.
What's happening? Is it ghosting? Is it
Yeah.
my creature?
I think I enchanted somebody else's creature and it stayed on the enchantment actually stayed on my side of the board, like looking like it was enchanting one of my creatures before.
Yeah.
Which was a little weird. Oh, make an ally token. No big deal.
Oh yeah, he pays 3 mana to fetch a land and get a token. That's adorable.
Oh jeez. Oh, that's a lot of mana. That's a lot. Oh, has us on tomorrow.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
It's gonna be a lot of tokens.
Yeah, it is.
You did this.
Me?
You. Has he? Where are we? We're in
It's on this deck, and he's got 7? No. 3, 4,
He's not
5,
ever
6,
going
7, 8, 9,
next
10. Next turn.
to get him his next upkeep. So if we just kill him now, he doesn't get an upkeep, right?
Correct.
Oh crap, he could hear me.
Just got you with the side eye.
Oh, it's a 3/5.
It is.
Does it fly?
No. 3/5 haste.
Hmm.
What else is he doing? Is that it? Oh yeah, that's it. Just attacking you with a 3/5. But you know what happens if you block?
Nope.
You don't?
I'm trying to look at everything.
I'm gonna let you take a second, but Reed has us on tomorrow, especially the last part.
Yeah, but because he doesn't get the sands until next turn.
Correct.
Oh, okay. He wants to kill. Okay.
Oh, he says don't tell him. No, I'm gonna tell him. I'm not letting you have like 11
No,
creatures
I've
permanently.
actually played Hazon before. I thought like another effect was like gonna happen. Like, alright, actually, you know what?
Just block. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to attack me with your stuff,
Stuff and things.
your things and your stuff. I don't appreciate your things and your stuff.
Oh dear.
Whoops.
Did you sacrifice it to remove counters from something?
Yeah, I don't take damage. He doesn't lose his commander.
Yeah.
Get rid of 6 counters off the field. Yeah.
Oh, does that come in with counters? Oh, I thought it just got +X +X. Oh, that
No,
makes more
it
sense.
gets counters. Because that way you remove the counters to fetch the lands.
Mm-hmm. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I think I played with that card a total of 1 time, which was in limited. Conspiracy limited, so.
Oh my goodness. Come on. I don't even know.
What are you doing? Something crazy?
Something sweet.
Something sweet.
Attacking me with your 3/5, huh?
Scribbles says it's getting late. Good night, everyone.
Night, Scribbles.
Thanks, Scribbles. Thanks for hanging out. Oops. It's on me. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I don't want it to die to a random Night Fox. So.
Night Fox. That's the creature collection, sir.
Yeah. These are the shameless plugs. I lost nothing in that attack, and I know it. You are correct, sir.
Yeah, that's about right. Oof. Alright, I think we just get back Ayli at this point.
Hit the trap and do it.
I mean, probably. I mean, I could attack with Treasury Thull, but he's got some big stuff, and you've got a bigger creature. That gets me back Bloodgift Demon, and that's about it. About the only advantage I got. So we'll cast Ayli.
Yeah, you'd be losing your X-Order.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, we will be paying for that.
So one of the first decks I ever built when I started playing Commander was a Big Tesa, all X-Stort. It was like every X-Stort creature, because I was deployed, and I had, it was like right after Return to Ravnica time frame. I actually learned Commander from a Marine and a soldier.
Yeah.
Yep. For everybody out there who's like the military, doesn't have any nerds in it, you're wrong.
Well, from what I hear, like they actually enjoy getting product overseas and stuff too when they're deployed.
Oh yeah, That's
Um,
one of the biggest things that you can do for deployed people is, especially, obviously people that play, but any kind of care packages that you can send, that's like the
mhm.
biggest kick in the world.
Yeah,
There's a lot of tutus.
I'm a Navy brat myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my dad was a senior chief petty officer, I believe, when he retired, or
Okay,
master
that's
chief petty
awesome.
officer, something like that.
Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah, he was in Bahrain during Gulf One.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's well,
All right.
we're gonna be sad about that. Um,
Uh,
do you have any responses?
it depends on where those creatures are going. I mean,
Well, we'll see where those creatures are going. Uh, Fool says, "What's the best way to get one of these 1 DH commander decks? I would love to play some more commander, but I don't want to spend so much in real life commander." Honestly, the best way to get. Oh man, that's all at you. That's rough. Uh, these ones are actually even cheaper. That's a good one. Because these ones actually cost just $1 total for the deck. 1 DH is more like the paper. All your cards have to be um, less than $1. So these ones are actually pretty great if you want to start off playing Commander online, because you can buy an entire deck for $1. Like I just, you know, this is more like Penny Dreadful EDH, correct?
yeah, it's really easy to get into. It's you don't feel bad about dropping however much money on, your big deck or anything.
Exactly. You're not spending like, um, $100 plus on a deck right away, or like me with my 2 decks that I have, where I just spend a whole bunch of money on those specifically and don't branch out too much, which is probably not a super great idea, but it's what I enjoy. Okay, so we took care of that.
Yeah, it's still gonna hurt.
So that's still on the stack.
Yeah, it's about to.
Okay, well, I'm going to do this.
It's gonna do the thing.
Get rid of that while we're at it.
Oh, I know that wasn't for me, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I don't want him gaining that much life either. He says, "Welp, I'm dead."
No, you're contained.
Yeah,
Contained.
contained is probably the more correct term.
Okay.
You still have 2 creatures to Seth's 2 creatures and my 3 creatures.
Yeah.
Still doing okay.
And
No
still nobody
literal
wants to
actual
overextend.
dead, he says.
No. He's laughing, I guess. We'll block the non-token one. Yes. Ta-da.
He says.
Hmm.
The mono black player. He needed that life real bad, he says. Yeah, yeah, you're not
So did
wrong.
I. And you tried to take it all. See.
Fool says, I have about 4-ish commander decks in real life, and I put probably too much money into them, but I really like playing them. But it does feel weird when I'm use my Scalding Tarn to fetch up a Volcanic at my LGS. Yeah, it's true. But I mean, if that's what you like, and as long as everybody's okay with it, then, it's whatever. As long as you're having fun and everybody else is having fun. Once you become that person that, like, everybody's, like, kind of ostracizing or just kind of giving the side eye to, you're like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, if you're curb stomping at your local game store, you're doing it wrong. In my opinion.
Sorry, Insect Hawk. I really want that Blood Gift Demon back.
Uh, it's only 4 more. You're fine. You got 9 more after that.
Diabetes says, it's fine, I own 25 commander decks, some of which are decent. Yeah, when you start to get into the 25, like even the 15 range, you're just kind of like, yeah, some of them are not great.
Yeah, I think the highest I ever had was 9, and you could tell like I was missing out on some of the obvious cards that you would want.
Yeah.
It used to be, and this is before I stopped running this particular card quite as much, but it used to be that I would only run as many decks as I had Soul Rings. And then they started printing Soul Ring in every commander set, and that kind of stopped being a limit after a while.
Yeah.
And then, yes, I do have to split them with my wife, unfortunately.
Yeah. Fizzle Me Timbers says, I know this is a budget series, but what are your thoughts on getting the Judge promo Imperial Seal to pimp out a deck? Is it worth it? Right now, about 40% of my Carador deck is foiled. I mean, yeah.
That's many lands.
If that's the thing that you want. Ooh, Boundless Realms. I love that card.
That is many lands, of which he will make sands.
Yeah, he'll make some sands.
Yeah, I mean, I could potentially kill him first.
Potentially. He has at 8. You have a 6/6 flyer, as long as you can make it bigger.
Yeah.
So yeah, Fizzle Me Timbers. It's really just kind of, I mean, that's one of those things where it's kind of up to your discretion. I have my 2 decks. My Maelstrom Wanderer is my baby, and that's the one that I have spent more money on than pretty much any other deck that I have. But then, my wife, who does not play Magic, worked in our store for about 3 months and looked at some orders and was like, this card is $150? Yeah. You've never spent $150 on a card, right? I'm like, on a card? No.
Where I respond to my wife is like, don't ask me questions that test our marriage, please.
But she knows roughly how much stuff costs. She still has a rough time with the amount of time it takes to play games, which is, I don't play often enough, but I'll go to a pre-release or something is what I'm saying. If it's an actual sanctioned event, I'll go to a pre-release or whatever, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to play, and she's like, okay, and then is expecting me home in 2 hours.
Oh god, I forgot about this.
Yeah, bunch of cores.
I completely forgot about this.
So I play Boundless Realms in my Maelstrom Wanderer deck. It's too much fun. Looks at his tabernacles, Insectahawk says. Yeah, that's a lot.
Insectahawk, it is too late for your nonsense, okay?
No responses. 6. When I open something sweet and I tell my wife how much it's worth, her response is, if you're not going to sell it, does it matter what it costs? It's true.
Yeah. So I've done that thing where you go through all your rares in a box or whatever, and you add up all the costs. You know how the professor from
Tolarian Community
does his videos?
Mm-hmm.
I've basically done that same thing, and my wife looks at me and she's like, you're not going to sell any of the cards, so you don't get anything back. And I'm like,
yeah.
All right, don't you poke holes in my false logic here, all right?
From Hellheart, I stab at thee. Insectahawk says.
I don't appreciate you. But it's so many.
It is so many.
It's 30 that's left over.
Mm-hmm.
He was gonna kill me. He was gonna one-shot me.
He was. I think that was his plan.
Just here trying to play a friendly game of $1 commander.
Diabetes says.
Commander, sorry.
Diabetes says the most expensive card I own is probably Mox Opal, which I got for a fuzzy purple hat, which is good trade. Good trade.
You did it. You know what it was? If I can't be the best, I'm gonna be the worst. Inside talk was just he was sad about being in single digits, so he wanted me to join him. I understand.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Paragon. All right. What are we doing here?
Well, there's only one thing to do, Jeremy.
Yeah. Kill Insectahawk?
I feel like we're in a
You guys are in
race for last place. And,
cahoots now?
I'm okay with losing this one.
Mox was only like $20 back then, so it wasn't me ripping somebody off, that's good. I mean, as long as you both agree to it.
It has to run. A death curse has to run.
Yeah. Spit my last curse at thee. Okay. Was it a nice purple hat? That is a good question. He did say fuzzy, which makes me believe it had to be at least somewhat nice. Okay. So we're going to just try and get in there with flyers, I guess.
Yeah. I have responses.
Of course you do.
It's to be very sad. And dead. That is the other.
Oh, you didn't have something in your hand? One card left?
No, so what I had in my hand was Ascendant Evancar.
Oh, sure.
+1/+1, non-black skin -1/+1. I'm like the main person I'm against is got black.
Yeah.
All right, well.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
I enjoyed it.
Yep. I gotta get other decks so I can play more than just the one.
Yeah, I gotta get my Virage deck at some point, and then probably I think that they've had a couple of these like one ticket decks on MTG Goldfish as well.
Okay.
And so that might be another place people can look for them. I know the two decks that that the Mana Source actually did videos on. They got the lists on MTGOtraders.com. So that's another place that they might have a few of them. And I'm assuming that he will do some more deck techs on those as well. So, yeah.
Start doing like a whole series of one ticks decks and then start running like a one ticks league or something.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I'm always down for this just because it's cheap and it can be a lot of fun. Like, obviously, you can have fun playing with super overpowered decks, but you can also have a lot of fun playing with decks that cost you $1.
Yeah.
And so
they were good games.
Yeah, as long as everybody's like on the same level for the most part, you know.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what the budget does really well.
If Clicky Click says if you're new to MTGO, Card Hoarder will give you 2 tickets for free among confirmations, so you can build 2 of the one tick decks for free. That is true. Card Hoarder does give out 2 ticks. For I believe I don't know if it's for being new to MTGO. Maybe it is. But I know if you sign up for them or something like that. I haven't looked too deeply, but I do remember seeing something along those lines.
All right, man. Well,
yeah,
fun games.
Yeah.
If you do them again, let me know.
Sure thing. Talk to you later. All right. So I think we're probably going to end the stream then. It is getting a little late, about midnight here where I'm at. So hope everybody has had fun tonight. Like I said, I'm going to try and do these a little bit more often in the future. Maybe my hope was to do them like a little bit more regularly on Tuesday and Thursday nights, probably. And then just randomly whenever I can. I'm not going to have like a set schedule. So just make sure to follow if you want to get alerts on when I go live, or just follow me on Twitter, and I'll definitely be putting out notices when I do go live for streaming, and we can hang out. And if you have a one tick deck or you want to play PUBG or something, just let me know and we can get together and do that. So see you all later.